In the heart of Abuja, there was no family more powerful or wealthier than the Ojukus. At the helm was Chief Ojuku, a billionaire whose empire touched every corner of the country. His life was perfect, or so it seemed, until tragedy struck. Returning from a luxurious vacation at the Obudu Ranch, Chief Ojuku and his children were killed in a gruesome accident. The only survivor of the family was his wife, Adaobi, who, heavily pregnant, had stayed behind. Exactly 7 days after her family's death, in the depths of mourning, Adaobi gave birth to a baby boy Chike. This wasn't just any ordinary child. From the moment Chike opened his eyes, he was a spitting image of Adaobi's late father. Adaobi was overcome with love and grief, but in her heart, she knew Chike was more than just her son. He was her connection to the family she had lost. Blinded by that love, Adaobi let Chike grow up without boundaries. Every tantrum was excused, every bad behavior swept under the rug. She indulged his every whim, treating him not just as her child, but as the very embodiment of the legacy she had lost. In her eyes, Chike could do no wrong. But as Chike grew, so did his arrogance, cruelty, and dangerous sense of entitlement. At first, it was the household staff who suffered. Chike bullied them, sometimes physically assaulting them for the smallest mistakes. Adaobi never reprimanded him. Instead, she scolded the staff, fired them, and replaced them. The message was clear. Chike could get away with anything. Emboldened, Chike's behavior escalated. He began assaulting the maids, and when they tried to report him, they were dismissed, thrown out without a shred of sympathy. Chike's twisted belief became, anything money can't buy, more money will. He believed he was invincible, untouchable. By the time he was deployed to Anambra State for his community development service, Chike's arrogance had reached monstrous proportions. Okia, a quiet rural village, seemed like an insignificant place where he could continue his debauchery unchecked. The girls in the village quickly became his targets. He lured some with money and luxury, and for those who resisted, he used force. One by one, Chike raped the young women of Okia, confident that no one would challenge him. Whenever whispers of his crimes reached the villagers, he silenced them with large sums of money or threats. It seemed as though nothing could stop him. That is until he set his sights on Nkechi. Nkechi was unlike any other girl Chike had encountered. Her beauty was striking, flawless ebony skin, eyes that shimmered with mystery, and an aura of something ancient. Chike was immediately captivated. He approached her with his usual offers of money and gifts, but she rejected him. Time and again, she refused his advances, and each rejection fueled his obsession. One fateful night, after days of planning, Chike followed Nkechi into the forest. Hidden by the shadows, he watched her until he saw his opportunity. He lunged, overpowering her in a vicious attack, unaware that he had just crossed a line he would soon regret. For Nkechi was no ordinary village girl. By day, she was a beautiful human. But by night, she was something far more dangerous. A spirit, a mermaid bound to the waters of the village river. Chike's assault on her was not just a crime against a human. It was an offense against the supernatural, and for this, Nkechi vowed revenge. The very next morning, Chike began to feel strange. His body ached. His skin felt different. At first, it was just a tingling sensation, but by nightfall, his transformation began. His once flawless, handsome face began to twist and contort, his smooth skin hardening into scales. His reflection in the mirror became something grotesque, something monstrous. Panic gripped him, and no amount of money could fix what was happening. Desperate, Chike sought out doctors, healers, and spiritualists, but no one could cure him. The curse was deep, and no earthly power could break it. As days passed, his body continued to morph, his once proud stature now hunched, his skin cold and reptilian. The villagers began to notice the change. Rumors spread that Chike had been cursed by the gods. Fearful of what was happening to him, he fled to the only place he could think of, the forest, where he had last seen Nkechi. It was there, in the heart of the forest, that Chike encountered the spirits of the girls he had wronged. Ghostly ethereal figures emerged from the trees, their eyes hollow, their faces twisted in pain and sorrow. At the center of them all stood Nkechi, her true form revealed, a glowing mermaid, her tail shimmering beneath the moonlight, her eyes filled with a cold, calculated vengeance. "Money can't save you now," she whispered. Chike tried to run, but the spirits closed in on him. His once confident stride was now a frantic, desperate stumble. The waters of the village river seemed to rise out of nowhere, the dark, swirling currents pulling at his feet. The spirit's hands reached for him, dragging him closer to the water's edge. With one final, terrified scream, Chike was pulled beneath the surface, swallowed by the dark, unforgiving river. His cries echoed through the night, but no one came to save him. The village of Okia returned to its quiet, peaceful existence, but the river was forever changed. Some say, on quiet nights, you can still hear Chike's screams, carried on the wind, a reminder of the price one pays for believing they are above the laws of man and spirit. To support our channel, kindly subscribe, share, like, and comment. Moral of the story. No matter how powerful or wealthy you are, there are forces in this world that cannot be controlled by money. The sins you commit will always come back to haunt you, and justice will find you, even if it takes the form of a curse. If you found this story as chilling and thought-provoking as I did, please take a moment to like the video, comment with your thoughts, and subscribe for more tales just like this. Stories that remind us of the deeper truths, the ones we often refuse to see. Thank you for watching.